Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at our grand finals match versus Vatra Gaming. And if we win this game, we're basically qualified for Worlds. So this was huge. So let's hop into it. All right, so the first set is on Safe Zone, and the bans are going to be Ruffs, Daryl, Carl, and they're going to also ban Carl as well with Bonnie and Colette. And honestly, every one of those brawlers you see listed banned are actually a very solid option on this map. Either way, how the draft played out is we're going to lock in Brock first pick. They go Colt and 8-Bit, some crazy damage dealers. Then we lock in Rico, Piper, and I think they last pick Lola here. So they have so much damage. We have a little bit more control than damage, so you'll see how this one plays out, but let's go. All right, hopping into the first game here, and as I was saying, their comp is damage based and our comp is a little bit more control based. Obviously, we have a lot of damage with the likes of Brock and Piper. However, if they get one push with an 8-Bit turret and Colt, it is basically game over. So we have to make sure that we have a good start inside these games, and as you can see, everyone is winning lane. Zuan is tapping up Pain right now as a slow 8-Bit. Tyrant hits the Brock rocket, and we're gonna go for some damage as soon as one of them goes down. RBM super low, so this is an opportunity for Izlivy to push up, and this spot in the top right corner, guys, is the most deadly spot as a Rico. Now luckily he has wall break to get Izlivy out of there, but a lot of time it's almost impossible. A good Rico just never dies if they don't have wall break. But either way, Zuan's tapping up. He's got 3 taps onto Pain. Pain goes super low. Izlivy's hitting shots onto RBM, and I'm telling you guys, this game so far, I mean, Zuan just doesn't miss, by the way. I'm pretty sure he goes like 11 for 12 shots in a row, and I don't know what he ate for breakfast this morning, but he was playing extremely well on the Piper. Izlivy gets a kill onto RBM, and Tyrant is just continuously hitting the safe, doing the damage, doing what he's supposed to do, and at this point, it is almost game over. Now, Izlivy's going to stay alive with a nice gadget. He's going to pop the super. It whiffs, but at the end of the day, he finishes off the kill onto Pain, and they have 20% left on their save for the kill on Chino. It is looking like it's going to be over at this point. Tyrant's hitting a little bit more. Zuan goes for a shot and dies, but we win pretty convincingly in the first game, so let's hop in the next. All right, game 2, and again, like I was saying, as long as you don't give their other team control, also Zuan triple tap right off the bat, like I mean within seconds. But if they don't get control and they never get one single push with the 8-Bit, you're obviously gonna win, right? And then that's the kind of the whole goal of what we're doing. Now you can see Izlivy doing so much work in that top right corner. We get 50% damage while every single one of them was focusing Izlivy. So honestly, super well played from him. And then Tyrant gets a nice kill onto Pain. RBM super low, so we're just gonna push up one more time, and at this point we are winning this game pretty handily already. And I know the percentage isn't quite like super crazy, but at the end of the day, Tyrant, I think, triple taps Chino, and Izlivy's back into the corner. Now, RBM doesn't have wall break. Keep that in mind, and look how long Izlivy's going to survive here. There's just no way to kill him. There's no way to kill him. It is game over. He's going to pop another gadget, and just really well played from the entire team to win the first game. All right, here we go, hopping into the second set on Ring of Fire. Now, if you guys know our team, you know that this is not one of our favorite maps. Honestly, we struggle quite a bit on this map in the previous tournaments and stuff, but we've kind of adapted a little bit. We've gotten better at it. Again, still not perfect, but the bans are going to be Janet, Bonnie, Stu, Squeak, Penny, and Ruffs. Again, every single one of those brawlers you see are going to be a good option on the map. They first pick Crow, then we go Lola B. They went Belle and Amber, and we last picked Carl, and you'll see how this one plays out. As we go into the first game, there's things to notice right off the bat. We have a B mid versus Belle. Now, it is in favor of Belle. It's not terrible for B, but at the end of the day, you always want a favorable matchup. So Izlivy's doing a great start. He gets 11%, does go low, but you'll also notice RBM is going to hover the mid quite often. He's going to be really annoying for the B to deal with. Every single time he tags Izlivy, it stops his healing, and it helps Chino so much. So again, Chino's also hitting a ton of shots right now on Izlivy, so Izlivy's going to hit the 3K. We're going to be able to trade out that kill. Still very close score. And Tyrant's in a good position right now, but unfortunately, I believe he's going to get pinched pretty hard here. I don't know if he gets the kill. He almost trades a kill onto Chino. However, it's not quite going to work out, and they're slowly taking a lead, but you'll see that they're going to switch between the Belle and the Amber quite often, juggling the zone, and that's kind of a thing that most people do nowadays, is instead of like playing 3 lanes on hot zone, it's more of a juggle the zone with your HP, and probably, you know, just heal up if you go low, and then just hop right back into it. So either way, Tyrant's going to go down there, almost gets a kill onto RBM, super unfortunate, and at this point, they're collecting a ton of time. They have 3 Bell Mines in the mid. Zuan is going to try to push up onto Pain. I believe he's probably going to be able to push up eventually here, but at the end of the day, we're losing by quite a bit. It's very, very hard for us to come back at this point. Just because of how bad of a start we actually had. And even on this left side, I know Pain is probably not doing too much versus Zuan, but at the same time, he's not letting Zuan help out mid, so it's kind of making it a lot more difficult for us. But either way, Pain gets a nice jump as I say that, and takes out Zuan. So again, Izlivi's the last man standing, hits a beautiful 3K, but doesn't kill, I think, because of the crow poison. I'm not sure. You guys will let me know. But either way, Tyrant now does have spin, and he's going to go for it, which I think is a great play to get up to this spot. And see how it pushes them all back. They are no longer in the zone. A Bell Mine's basically going to kill him, though, and he spins to try to get out of it, but it's unfortunately not going to work. Izlivi with a nice shot. Pain just barely survives, and I think this is going to be just a GG for them. I mean, it's very hard for us to come back at this point. We're going to have to go for the mid at this, like, right now, because otherwise it's just over and 2 seconds left. I think, whoa, we actually hold on for a second, but never mind. Crow just jumps in and gets the win. So let's get the next game. All right, game number 2. We knew we had to switch something up. Now, we didn't really know exactly what to switch up, but we decided we're going to play a little bit more aggro on the left side. And we're also going to just try to help out Tyrant a little bit more on this right side. Try to get him in a better spot. And once he's in there, we're going to try to help him out to make sure he stays alive. Now, they get a pretty decent start. Tyrant's going to try to kill and able to survive for a little bit longer. I don't know if he goes down or not, but Zuan's doing a pretty decent job versus Pain. It's pretty annoying playing against a Crow on that lane. Crow's just going to sneak out slow and do whatever. So anyway, Tyrant's doing his best. He does get a kill onto Chino, hits another Bell Mine. He's going to go down here. There's no question. And they are with the lead, but we are catching up pretty quickly here as Zulan gets a nice shot onto RBM, taking him down. And so far, so good, I guess. Nothing crazy going on. Chino's probably going to get a kill onto his Livy. Actually, nice gadget from him to stay alive a little bit longer. But again, you can see how they're juggling the mid between RBM and Chino, and we only really have his Livy mid, right? We have Tyrant on the right and his Livy on the left, or his Zuan on the left, and so we're not really getting that much time. As I say that, Zuan comes to help out a little bit mid, get a little bit more time for us, and basically we need some sort of, you know, push between Zuan and Tyrant, and once we get full control, it should be over. However, it's pretty hard to get it, so we have to kind of wait and see what's going to go on here. So Tyrant's going to go in. He does get a spin. He does unfortunately go down, very close, but it happens, I guess, and his Livy goes down as well, and it's not looking great for us at the moment. Tyrant's going to try to get a kill onto Chino. I believe he's going to, and at this point, I think Tyrant's just going to go left, which I think is a smart play. Because, well, you're not just going to go right back to the right side if you're already left. So, nice shot from his Livy, gets a 3K. We're down 30%. He also gets fired. And 30% is a lot, guys. You really have to play for the mid at this point, because if they just keep going in like they are right now, they're between the Amber and the Crow, they just keep jumping in, getting some time. We just won't have enough time at the end of the game to get it. So, either way, as Livy hits a couple nice shots, Tyrant's going to go in, get the spin. And at this point, we have control. Tyrant's in their base, and this is the best we've looked all series, or at least this set, excuse me. And we have control. Lola's on the right side. There's no way they push out this Lola, by the way. Lola with clone. Zuan's just having fun right now. 30 seconds left. Does not get fired. It's a good heads up play from him. They're going to try to go for it. They're just probably going to rush mid at this point because they need to get inside the zone. 4 seconds left. Everyone's just going to stack. 4% left. Either way, we get the second win. And let's hop into the third game. All right, here we go. Third game. And as you could tell, the best time we had was when we had Lola right side and Carl left side. Now, it's possible that that might have been the switch that we needed to make early, because we've lost every early game so far on Ring of Fire. Now, Zuan gets a beautiful kill right off the bat onto Pain. Don't ask me how he does it, but he does it sometimes, and it's just kind of unreal. I don't think there's any way that he should be able to get that kill unless, like, Pain missteps. So, either way, well played to Zuan. He was tapping up. And we got a 20% lead because of it, basically. Tyrant's going to go in as well, but he does go down, but caused a lot of pressure. And we're looking pretty solid right now with his Livy 3K, hits RBM. Tyrant's just going to go in, good heads up play, and full control. I mean, this game is just so much different from the other two. Maybe it was just because Zuan got a great start. I don't know. Tyrant unluckily gets fired there. I can't believe that actually fired him. But either way, he's still in a really good spot, trying to do some damage. Unfortunately, his Livy goes down, and that caused us a lot of panic here. Or not a lot of panic, but a lot of, like, lost control, I should say. And then we get team wiped. It was quite unfortunate. That's probably the worst case scenario we could have had, because we were up 60% to 0, and then everybody died. but it does happen. And now Zuan gets a beautiful kill onto Pain. He's going to push up very, very quickly, trying to get some more percentage. As he does, Tyrant pushes up, and we're looking pretty good. I know there's a ton of Bell Mines in the mid, but at this point, we know just to not really step on their side. As I say that, Zuan gets trapped, but he does go down as well. As Livy's going to go down, Tyrant's the last man standing. He's going to try to get a kill. Good thing he saves the super there. Good heads up play. And they caught up. Honestly, they caught up very, very well. So good heads up plays from them. And at this point, we just need one kill, basically. One kill would be able to get control back, and Zuan is going to be the man probably to do it. Tyrant's going to go in as well and spin. I think he does trade a kill. Nice from him, and Zuan also gets a kill. Now, there's only Pain left, and as Livy's doing a good heads-up play, just out of the range of Crow. If he does get tagged, we lose the time that he was about to gain right here. That's 10%. If he gets tagged and goes down, we lost 10% there. So, good heads-up play from him as well. Tyrant's going to go in as Livy goes down, but at the end of the day, we have Zuan back into the zone. Tyrant's in a good spot. He is low, but does trade a kill. Pain's gonna have to jump, and beautiful shot from his Livy there with a nice pinch. 30 seconds left. We are looking like we're gonna win. RBM does get a fire. Tyrant just has to hop in for a couple seconds. He has the spin, and we're able to make the comeback again, and I guess it wasn't really a comeback. All right, hopping into the third set, which could potentially be the last set if we do win it. And the bands are going to be Penny, Janet, Jean, Squeak, Ruffs, and Barley. Did I say Ruffs? I mean Sprout and Barley. But either way, we locked in. I think they locked in first pick Ruffs, which is a very, very solid option. Really hard brawler to counter, really. Carl's pretty good into it. Spike's all right into it, and that's why we kind of went that. And then they go Ash and Gale. And if you guys know, RBM is probably one of the best Ashes in the world, maybe the best Ash in the world, literally. And they went Gale as well, just to kind of remove one of the counters. So at this point, we had only basically one brawler we could choose, and that is Surge. And I think it's basically the only option. So let's hop into it, show you what happened. Alright, as we hop into this game, let me talk to you about the matchups, because this is the most important thing you can think about inside of this match, because there is good matchups and bad matchups, and honestly, if you have the wrong ones, you are going to lose the game. So right now, we have basically perfect matchups. We have Surge onto Gale, and Spike onto Ash, and Carl onto Ruffs, and that's the best matchup for Carl. Now, the other two you could easily switch. You could go Surge onto Ash and Spike onto Gale, but it doesn't really matter as long as the Carl is not on Gale. In my opinion, that's the worst matchup Carl could have. When he's on Ruffs, it's the best matchup. So either way, great start for us. We're getting a ton of damage. Zuan gets his level up very quickly as Livy kills RBM, and we're going to go for this goal. Chino has to try to place a tornado quickly, but unfortunately, he's not going to be able to stay alive, and we get that first goal very quickly. So again, great plays from Livy on the left side and good pinches from Zuan. Now they break their wall, or our wall, excuse me. But at the end of the day, Zuan's level 3, so he's got the range. He doesn't even really care at this point. And Tyrant is just again tapping up right now on the right side. He does have super. He can go in at any point, and I think he's probably going to do it pretty quickly. There he goes. He goes in, gets a kill onto Ruffs, and stays alive with a ton of HP. Zuan on this left side, you can see, I don't even understand how Ash is just, or at least RBM is just so good at Ash. The fact is that he almost kills Surge, which is Surge is probably one of the best, if not the best counter to Ash in general. So I just don't know how he does it. But anyway, well played to RBM all the time. Like, I mean, we counter him pretty hard this game, and he still does a ton of work. You can see Zuan on the left side. I know he's just, that's 2 supers, 3, 4, 5 shots from Surge, and he survived for a very long time and almost killed Zuan, which is kind of impressive. But either way, we're gonna pinch Pain here. He's gonna go extremely low, and like I was talking about, this is probably the worst matchup we could have. Now, it's not bad until Gale gets super, so I say it's a bad matchup for Carl, but at the end of the day, it's a good matchup until Gale gets super, because once you get stunned as Carl, there's just nothing you can do. I mean, Gale's gonna win it eventually as long as he doesn't die early, but with 17 seconds left, we're looking pretty good. As long as we don't suicide here, we should be able to get this win. Zuan's gonna hit a couple shots, Chino's gonna go down, and I believe Pain's so low, it doesn't really matter. There's no way that they get this, and we're gonna win the first game 1-0, so let's hop in the next. All right, game number 2, and you'll quickly see that they switch matchups. They go Ruffs onto Spike and Carl onto Ash, and this is a little bit more even for them. I don't know who it favors. I think Ruffs has a little bit better matchup versus Spike. It's kind of a skill matchup, and then I believe Carl versus Ash is just, it's interesting. I don't know who actually wins it, but Ash can kind of run up on Carl, which you kind of see happening right now. Carl needs spin to be able to kill Ash, and you can kind of see what's happening. RBM's doing some work. Livy gets a beautiful kill on onto Pain, kind of like basically just ruining their push right then and there. Here comes the Rats. Zuon's gonna go down. Livy does a great job of just surviving for so long, not really letting them score. I believe he does actually though get it because he dodged out on some nice shots. So well played to Chino. But at this point, we're just trying to get the matchups a little bit better. So you can see that we're going to switch to Surge onto the Ashe. They're going to try to switch right away. You can see RBM going straight towards the mid, but we gain control as they do that. So Zuon's pushing up like crazy, and Livy's in a pretty decent spot as well. So looking decent, I guess. And we just want to make sure that we get decent matchups. You can see Zuon is just following Ashe around like crazy and does get that kill. Tyrant now does have spin. We're looking very good as they get pushed back into the corner. Pain is so low, goes down. Chino is the last, or RBM's the last man standing, but we should be able to just get this goal. It got a little bit dicey, but we still get the goal, and we're 1-1 now. All we need is one more goal, and we win the grand finals, and we are basically locked in for Worlds, guys. I mean, it's like, it's just a mathematical thing at this point. I'm pretty sure as long as we play even the qualifiers, and we could probably not qualify for both months and still make it, but you know, it's just a mathematical thing. So either way, Zuon's gonna go down to RBM, which I find crazy that he even gets that kill. But Livy's gonna do a good job getting the ball out, tagging them up pretty good. Super just to make sure RBM doesn't push up. And I mean, they're just getting hit by every curveball. Livy's just tapping up right now. So here we go. This is kind of what I'm talking about. The one thing I think we should have done is switch the spike with the Carl as soon as possible here, just because eventually Chino gets super, and then you can see how Tyrant's gonna have an extremely hard time. Now Chino has super. The only person that can deal with Chino right now is Zuon or is Livy, but he's in such a good position. So this was a great heads up play from Chino. He knows the walls are going to go down. They're going to pass it towards the mid. They just blow him out of the way, and it's a nice goal. So they're going to win that game. We're going to hop into the next one. Here we go. All right, game 3. This one could be for all the marbles if we do win it, but either way, Zuon gets a great start. And the hardest thing about Surge is to get your level 2, but he gets a ton of value right off the bat, hitting Chino twice. We do get pushed back as Pain just kind of like goes towards the mid, but it's not terrible as Livy stays alive, gets a super into the mid. They kind of get low here. Zuon's gonna go for RBM. I believe he does get that kill barely, but he does. And at this point, Pain's the last man standing. We're looking very good. We even have the matchups we want with full control. We can just kind of switch when we want to. Pain's gonna go extremely low. We can look for a goal here as Pain goes down. We just have to make sure that we don't get stunned by Chino. Gale's really hard to score on, so it's a little bit more difficult. You can see he does get a super. I believe his Livy stays alive with a nice cactus, and Tyrant's gonna go in, get the goal here, and we almost fumble it a little bit, but the tornado didn't quite mess us up enough, and we get the goal. So we're up 1-0 right now, and all we need to do is hold or just score one more goal, and we're gonna win the grand finals. So either way, this again, what I'm talking about on this right side, you can see how Gale has super. Tyrant can't contest the Gale. Now Gale's gonna get a nice stun. He's in a very good spot. He's kind of pinching Zuon as well. Zuon's gonna have to go for him. We do get the kills. A little bit crazy going on. Tyrant does a great play, get that ball out. Unfortunately, he thought that Pain was gonna go through Pain, so he tried to spin to kill Pain afterwards. Pain ended up grabbing the ball, passed it to RBM. They tie it up 1-1. Almost a really good play from Tyrant. Well, it was a good play, but it just didn't quite work out. So either way, now Zuon's still level 3, which is super important. Level 2 is good, but you need level 3 kind of when the map opens up like it does. RBM's just running up on Tyrant. It's very hard for. He's even powered up, man. This Ashe, I don't like Ashe, guys. You guys know it as well. I just don't like the Brawl. I think the Brawler is busted half the time. There's not that many good counters. And also, just when you put it in the hands of someone like RBM, it just makes it so much harder. So either way, we do have spin. You'll see that Tyrant is going to try to spin onto RBM right about now. He goes low before he does it. He gets tapped. One tap, basically, by the Ashe. Zuon's going to make a huge play, staying alive, getting one kill, trying to survive a little bit longer. Does get taken down by Pain. Tyrant does have spin. He's just going to use it to take out Pain as well. Good heads up play from him, kind of removes their power-ups as well, so super important. And it gets a little bit dicey here, and the only reason is because Zuon is level 2. They have a little bit more range, kind of, with, well, not more range, but I don't know. They played it well here. They basically didn't get hit by Surge, and Surge just can't really hit them with the level 2. So it's up to Tyrant and as Livy to hold on right now. Chino's very close to super. He's gonna go for this, almost gets that goal, but beautiful save from his Livy and Zuon to make sure we just keep this game alive. Zuon's gonna go up here. Tyrant, I believe, got a kill and then died. We got level 3 Surge, so at this point we know that we can win it. We're actually looking really good as Livy just gets a nice heads up play, grabs the ball and just puts it through them to win the game, and we win 3-0. And there you guys have it. We won 3-0 versus Vatra in the grand finals. That means we're basically locked in for Worlds. And I know you guys want to see me play, and I really do appreciate the support. But at the end of the day, Livy Tyrant and Zwan have been playing so well, winning 4 out of 5 monthly finals, which is actually insane. So whether I can help them out in the draft and kind of be like a help to coach to roll, you know, it works. Whatever we're doing right now works. So I don't mind sitting the bench. Of course, I'd love to play, but either way, I do appreciate the support. But if you did like the video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.